Hello, my little worms. I'm Day, and will you adopt the red halfling or the blue halfling, as if they were some form of puppy? But I do have to inform you, they aren't necessarily what you'd call house-trained, and I think they might be kinda covered in a lot of fleas. Sorry about that, kinda have to disclose that beforehand just so you know what you're getting into. I would understand if you don't want to necessarily adopt a puppy from this organization, but if you still want to, the offer is on the table. But anyway, welcome back to Tab's Campaign, Simulation Campaign Edition. And the level we're attacking today is Jump Man, the name of the protagonist from the original Donkey Kong game, typically associated with Mario, though I'm not sure if it actually is Mario, or if it's like a relative Mario, if there's no relation to Mario, but typically is associated in some way with Mario. And now it is time to spin the Wheel of Units to find out what unit I'm going to have to include in my team. And the unit is the King from the medieval faction. Oh, that's actually a really powerful one. Though, of course, it's quite expensive, so I'm really gonna have to do a lot of thoughts to build a strategy around that for this following level. And our opponents for today are a line of Berserkers ready to jump straight over this gap to attack anything we put on top. Behind them, we have a bunch of firework archers. If someone gets hit by a firework archer, they're just going to get sent flying off the edge, probably, if they even survive the actual attack itself. So those are also a problem. But behind there is where the real threats lie. They have a Zeus. That's really bad if we have any, weak units in large groups, because you'll just hit all of them with AoE. And then they have a Hwacha, which is really good against single, really strong units. So if we put down a couple really strong things, the Hwacha will kill it. If we put down a lot of weak things, Zeus will kill it. That is a deadly combination. And then they have some hoplites down here, just to, have shields to block things and all that as well, as if this team wasn't bad enough already. So yeah, I think we've got our work cut out for us with this one. But as always, I have a plan. So one of our biggest issues with this current situation is that if we put anything up here, the Berserkers are going to jump over and then just get in the way of all that unit, and they'll do quite a lot of damage. They're not exactly weak units. They're not going to be able to kill a king, for instance, but they can definitely get the king to halfway just by themselves. So my plan involves literally nothing up here. Literally nothing. Because if something's down here, for instance, they won't leap. They will turn around and go back that way, presumably. The king was a little too close there, but for the most part, they won't actually leap down to attack things if you put something down there and not up to the top. Over here also won't really work super great, so that's not ideal. So my strategy is going to involve our good old friends, the muskets. So I'm going to put 2 muskets here, then we're going to do the same on the other side. It's kind of hard to see the other side of this map is a problem. I'd scroll in through there to get here, and we just put 2 muskets down there, then up to the top here, I'm going to put 2 more of each. So we're going to put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. And now, of course, is where our wheel-decided unit comes in, which is the king, who's in this one. And we're going to put 2 kings, because what's better than 1 king? 2 kings! Now, actually, there is a reason why I'm putting 2 kings. I'm expecting 1 king to be killed by the Hwacha. So I'm putting a 2nd king as a backup. And that's sort of the extent of that strategy. Ideally, we want the muskets to shoot both Zeus and the Hwacha. Hopefully also the firework archers, because the king might struggle to get close enough to those. But if we can take out the Hwacha, that's a big threat towards the kings. The king can maybe make it to Zeus if we take out enough of the firework archers. Otherwise, we can kill Zeus with them as well. But that hopefully won't be super necessary. But really, we're probably going to lose a king. We just need to hope we don't lose both kings. If we lose both kings, we might be screwed. But 1 king, and I think we can make it. And now it is time to let this battle commence in slow motion. Now, we immediately want to go down here because we're going to watch this shot happen right here. They're going to shoot at all of the Berserkers up to the top there as they're turning around. Come on, there's the shots. Now, that should take out the majority of the Berserkers. I don't think it'll be all of them because we don't have enough for that, unfortunately. But that does only leave 2 Berserkers. That'll come into play later on. That's not super important for right now. All right, so now our biggest threat is the Hwacha. It's firing in. Hopefully, it won't kill anyone. Good, good, good. All right, so we haven't lost anyone to the Hwacha immediately. Now the importance is... Ooh, another volley, another volley! That was right over their heads. We really need to take out that Hwacha. Come on, guys. It's just going to keep firing on the side there, but they're too distracted by the bloody firework archers. And it comes through again. It took out some people that time. And we've got a bunch of our other musket kings sent in the air by the firework archers. But the king has made it to Zeus, and Zeus is down! Ooh, you got really close to getting taken out there. You both got, I think, some arrows in you from that. Come on, take out the Hwacha. Just fire a shot and take out the Hwacha. Come on, they've got the firework archers down. It's just the Hwacha. Fire the shot right now. Come on, and it is down. We've done it. And we didn't even lose one of the kings. I'm honestly surprised we didn't lose one of the kings. You know, I was expecting to sacrifice one of you, but then actually, the Hwacha didn't fully hit you. It only half hit you, so it wasn't actually enough to take you out. And then somehow we did get rid of all of the hoplites to the begin with, so none of them actually really got in far enough. I don't think any of the Berserkers made it in either. It seems like we didn't really even lose many muskets. I can say in test runs, it did go a lot worse. I had many runs where both kings did die instantly. So yeah, this actually went really surprisingly well. I think we only lost like one guy. Huh. Actually, slight correction to that, we lost 3 guys. I only saw 1 corpse, so I said 1 guy. But yeah, we lost this guy here. Another guy went flying up here and actually ended up behind the enemy forces. And then the 3rd guy actually fell off the edge, and he's probably far too far down to actually find now. But yes, we did lose 3 muskets, but that's still a lot better than I thought. Victory! You know, when I first saw this level, I was extremely worried. Because I saw that Zeus and that Hwacha, and I'm like, Zeus can already completely annihilate forces when you try to put them together. And like, the Hwacha can also do that, and both of them together in one level. Oh god! So like most of my test runs before I knew what unit we actually had to use in this did not go well in the slightest. I tried like Tempest Liches. That was like a strategy that I was trying to like work around. That didn't really work out. They just got shot. There was a bunch of other ones I used as well. I can't really remember a lot of them off the top of my head, but yeah, I tried so many units and so many different strategies. It just wasn't working. Then we rolled the wheel and I saw King, and I'm like, all right. King's a strong like melee unit. I can build like a tank strategy around that. So he sits there, takes shots, and bees the tank while I have range units in the back doing some shots. And then I'm like, okay, range units. We recently used that other like one, the dead shot or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so I can't use that one, which is actually like one of the best range units. So I'm like, okay, I need something cheaper than that I can put a lot down of that's still very effective. And then I thought, muskets. Muskets haven't been our friends like for so like far throughout Tab's campaign history. So I'm like, yes, of course we've got to bring back the muskets. They're just so useful. Like, we've used those against Hwacha so many times because they only need 1 shot to take it out, and that can be really useful. So like, if things actually went too poorly there, on like round 2 of trying it again, I was going to manually control one of the muskets and just shoot the Hwacha from the beginning, because like that is not hard to do. That's like super easy to do. You know what? How about I even demonstrate? Let's demonstrate how easy it would be to do that. Like right now, yeah, sure, this wasn't planned. So let's just go into this one. So you just like line it up to where the Hwacha is. I need a bit like stopped. That might be good enough. So if you just like fire there, it'll probably take it out. Yep, I do think they hit it. But yeah, so it's very easy to manually control it and just instantly take out the Hwacha if you're having problems with the Hwacha. But like, luckily, we didn't have to actually, you know, resort to those sort of tactics. It kind of worked out in the end anyway. But anyway, subscribe for more. You know, there'll be more on Monday, probably. Sure, the series keeps on missing episodes. Last time it was because of Dead by Daylight stream happening, stuff like that, because like the monthly one always happens on Monday, and Monday's already Tab's campaign day, so that kind of already causes the problem. But anyway, roll the outro.
I gave that bastard what he deserved. A funeral. Fit for a king.